changing our world. AI Africa series is part of our IT advocacy aimed at creating consciousness of our educational institutions, industry, and businesses to opportunities presented by AI that we as Africans must position ourselves to make a contribution in the AI ecosystem and use same for our development as a people. The objectives of AI Africa series are to foster a culture of AI innovation and collaboration in Africa, to showcase groundbreaking AI projects and initiatives in Africa, to facilitate networking and partnership opportunities among AI stakeholders, and to discuss policy and ethical considerations in AI applications in Africa. As we embark on this journey of knowledge sharing and innovation, I am thrilled to introduce AIDEC Digital, a pioneering IT firm dedicated to revolutionizing AI education in Ghana and across the African continent. AIDEC Digital, through this private sector initiative, comes in very strong since 2021 by organizing the Africa Digital Forum at the Best Western Premier Hotel in Accra. And this was followed up in 2022 with the Africa Technology and Innovations Awards and Fair, dubbed Africa Technovate Awards and Fair, at the University of Professional Studies Auditorium, Accra. The impact of these two events have been very great. In 2023, we set up the AIDEC AI Center of Excellence at East Legon, Accra, the first AI center in Ghana, with a satellite campus in Academic City University College, Accra. We have since conducted training workshops, including a seminar on AI on ethics and responsibility in the development and deployment of AI as a tool for development. We were in the University of Ghana Business School auditorium in collaboration with our partners, the Institute of ICT Professionals Ghana, and Academic City University College in a program called Industry and Academia Tech Dialogue, inducted, to engage students and lecturers on revolutionizing education with AI for young graduates with a view to making them job ready in the marketplace. We cannot forget our development partners, the International Trade Center, Netherlands Development Fund, AFOS Foundation, GIZ, etc., for their invaluable support, guidance, and mentoring. Our passion for AI development saw AIDEC Digital participating in the first ever Technology Information Confederation Africa, TICON Africa, in Entebbe, Uganda, as part of discussions on the way forward for Africa as far as ICT development is concerned, especially in the area of AI, robotics, and IoT, etc. In our rapidly evolving world, the integration of AI education into education is not just a luxury, but a necessity. AIDEC Digital stands at the forefront of this revolution, recognizing the immense potential of AI in shaping the future of learning for young graduates and businesses alike. The relevance of AI in education cannot be overemphasized. Through personalized learning, intelligent tutoring, and advanced data analytics, AIDEC Digital is redefining how knowledge is acquired, processed, and applied in educational settings. AIDEC Digital is committed to empowering AI enthusiasts and businesses with skills needed to thrive in a modern work environment. Through our comprehensive range of AI courses and programs, we equip our clients with in-depth demand skills, positioning them as leaders in fields such as data science, robotics, and automation. We have partnered with leading firms such as 7W Artificial Intelligence Company Ltd, International Research Center for Artificial Intelligence, ICI, both of Slovenia, and Corning of India, a global training institution to ensure that our curriculum remains relevant and aligned with industry and global standards. Today's program, AI Africa series, is a continuum. It is a virtual program, and we'll be reaching out to engaging students, IT educators, tech entrepreneurs, AI enthusiasts, etc., on how we can, as Africans, take advantage of the opportunities presented by these trending technologies for the development of Africa. Through this, we would be guaranteeing a place for ourselves in the Committee of Nations as useful contributors to the development trajectory of our continent and the world at large. In conclusion, AIDEC Digital as an AI Center of Excellence is a catalyst for change, empowering Africa's businesses to embrace the future with confidence. Let us embark on this journey of transformation, where AI becomes not just a tool for driving progress and prosperity across the African continent, but shaping a brighter future for Africa and beyond. I'm honored to be part of this transformative journey. And on this note, I welcome our audience, our very distinguished speakers and panelists to this maiden edition of AI Africa series. I thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. We can all see the remarkable work that AIDEC Digital is doing to help us all know what AI is doing, how AI can change Ghana, how AI can change Africa. And we appreciate you, sir, for this opening remark. We are grateful. Next, we will have a keynote address from Mr. Emmanuel Beve. Mr. Emmanuel Beve, please, over to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, Gloria. So I want to start by saying I'm also excited to be here. And I believe all our virtual audience are also excited as well. This is AI Africa Series 2024, Empowering Africa's Future, AI Innovation and Collaboration. Ladies and gentlemen, our distinguished virtual audiences, I am honored to speak to you today at this prestigious event, the AI Africa Series. We are here to discuss a topic that is not only transforming the world, but also hold immense potential for our beloved continent, AI. AI is no longer a distant dream. It is here, and it is reshaping the way we live, work, interact. In Africa, we are witnessing unprecedented masterpiece of development and interest in the realm of AI. A new generation of African innovators is embracing AI, fostering local solutions to local challenges. However, the adoption and use of these modern technologies in the African context are currently low due to emerging challenges. The opportunities for AI in Africa are immense. AI has the potential to transform sectors as diverse as finance, data analysis, programming, and multiple creative domains. It can help businesses understand and better cater to the unique needs of Africans' escalating consumer base through data analytics. In healthcare, AI-powered diagnostic solutions are being deployed to improve medical imaging analysis. In the agriculture sector, AI is emerging as a supportive tool that can aid in managing resources more effectively. However, we must also acknowledge the challenges. These include skills acquisitions, lack of structured data ecosystem, ethics, government policies, insufficient infrastructure and network connectivity, uncertainty, and user attitude. I want you to listen to this part very well. AI has the potential to fundamentally change the way businesses operate, drive innovation, and improve the life of millions of people across Africa. By 2030, AI is projected to contribute a staggering 15.7 trillion US dollars to the global economy, or to the GDP of the globe. However, listen carefully. IMF assessed the potential impact of AI on the global labor market and found out that in most cases, AI is likely to worsen overall inequality, and therefore 40% of workforce would be lost globally. That is threatening. Yeah. In education, AI can personalize learning experiences, improve outcomes. In healthcare, AI can help diagnose diseases, predict outbreaks, and improve potential care. In agriculture, AI can help farmers increase yields and reduce losses. In governance, AI can improve public service delivery and increase transparency. In my conclusion, as we stand on the brink of AI revolution, it is crucial that we navigate this landscape mindfully. We must ensure that benefits of AI are accessible to all and that they contribute to sustainable and inclusive growth. We must also ensure that we address the ethical and societal implications of AI. Let us embrace AI, not with fear, but with a sense of opportunity. Let us harness the power of AI to create a better future for Africa. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Emmanuel. Something really stood out from your presentation. That is, we do not have to fear AI, but rather embrace it. Right? We have to acknowledge all the challenges, but also the opportunities that come with it. Thank you so much for this insightful keynote address. We appreciate you. Now we are getting into the presentation session. Mr. David Go, kindly be getting ready for us. You will be taking over soon. But if you are just joining us, this is the maiden edition of AI Africa Series 2024. We are here to discuss AI, how AI is affecting Africa, how can we collaborate, how can we position ourselves as stakeholders, business owners, as individuals to be able to benefit from AI. Thank you so much. So right into the presentation session, we would be having Mr. David Go. Mr. David Go, if you are ready, kindly give us a reaction, an emoji, so that we hand over to you.
Hello, sorry, I'm having some technical challenges. Maybe we should move to the next one, then I'll come back.
Okay, sir. Noted. All right. Sorry. Please, if you have any questions, kindly add it to the chat session. We will be reading the questions out. We are moving to the panel discussion right away. And our speakers, we have Mr. Emmanuel Bebe. We have Dr. Pius Gadisi. We have Mr. David Gou. We have Mr. Hamza Mohammed as well. And we have Mr. Daniel Boazi. They are our speakers that will be sitting on the discussion panel. All right. Our speakers, are you ready? Can we have a reaction, thumbs up to know we are all set to start the QA session? Okay. All right, please, if you have any questions, okay, thank you, Dr. Paris, for that. If you have any questions, kindly relax and we'll be addressing all your questions. But then you can drop them in the chat session. We will address all of them after this discussion. So while the speakers are discussing and talking about AI, you got any questions for them, or you want any specific speaker to address your question, you can do that as well. You add it to the question, you add the speaker's name to the question. All right. Okay, so we have for the first set of questions, this has to do with AI opportunities and challenges in Africa. Mr. Emmanuel Beve, you are an AI expert and you discussed AI extensively on behalf of IDEC. Please, can you tell us how we can assess the current state of AI development and adoption in Africa?
Yeah, thank you very much, Gloria. So with regards to the assessment of AI in Africa, we need to look at it in terms of what percentage of AI Africa is used to currently. And if you look at the data is not showing a good signs of what we the Africans are looking at in the global context. The last time I was checking the data on the map, once the map was put together, you see each percentage allotted to each of the countries. And when it comes to, I was actually looking for just Ghana records, and that was very difficult for me to get. They kind of bundle everybody together, Africa and Middle East together, and give us some points, something. That was really discouraging. And so if the assessment of AI currently in Africa is really low in terms of adoption and the development of stuff that we're going to, but I can pinpoint the fact that yes, we are striving. Take for instance, Academic City University College, first ever, university college that is actually offering a full course in AI. And I think it's encouraging, and I believe the rest of the institutions should take it up and begin to train students in this space. And I believe not only in Ghana, across other countries in Africa, we need to be looking at how we will be able to get into this space properly. Because if you look at the outside words, they are doing well. They are if you look at China, China currently is leading in terms of AI space. And so we need to whip up the interest. We need to get on board. There's nothing to fear. I mean, if you listen to my keynote address, basically the fear that, oh, AI is going to do this, is going to I mean, people say that AI is virtually like God, or people are creating God who will take over people's life and all that. I mean, it's here to augment the way we work. It's here to augment, every process. So we need to jump on it, and let it help all of us. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Emmanuel. We appreciate your input so much. We already have a lot of questions popping out from this side. Dr. Pius, when it comes to education and then capacity building in Africa, what are the skills and competencies needed for AI development and adoption in Africa? Can you enlighten us about that? Thank you.
Gloria, thank you very much. I'm glad to be here. Now, when we start looking at AI or the adoption of AI in our educational sector, already there are strides that are being made by certain institutions to push for education in AI. A few things are missing, if I may say that. One, are we teaching the right forms of data collection? When we are teaching people about AI, everybody actually just looks at the end product. That okay, can we have people build some form of an AI module to perform a certain task? But we all know that data is a bloodline for AI. We know that without data, AI definitely will not survive. And but are we teaching the right forms of data collection? Are we teaching the ethical ways that data can be collected? Are we making sure that we have adequate data or complete data? What sort of access do we have to the sort of data that we need? That's actually really the fundamentals when you are looking at AI education. I'm actually looking at AI development and not the use of AI. And also, as we teach development of AI modules and what have you in these schools, are we inculcating areas of ethics? Are we looking at how are we looking at it at even the topmost level, where we have policies that are being pushed by people up there for the development and use of AI? And when it comes to the skills, yes, of course, the most fundamental would be learning how to program in the first place. But apart from that, you are also looking at how to do very good research that is credible, research that can be trusted. Of course, most of the development is based on how much research has been done and whether that research is something that is reproducible, right? So, and developing research skills and having other technical development skills are very crucial to knowing that we have a workforce that is actually able to, or we have the level of capacity that we need in order to push for the education of AI.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much, Dr. Pius. Can you tell us what are some of the existing emerging initiatives and platforms for AI education and training in Africa? Dr. Pius.
Well, actually, there have been, I mean, thanks to the internet and thanks to the open source world, there are actually quite a lot of tools that people can take advantage of on the internet. I also know that there are, since the African continent is basically an early adopter of of AI, there are innovation hubs that are springing up here and there. Where when you go to countries like Kenya, Nigeria, South Africa, even here in Ghana, where we have MEST that has existed for some time, you realize that there are projects or teams that are coming, graduating out of MEST, and they're coming out with very good AI innovations or AI projects that we can all take advantage of. I remember I read an article recently of one of the AI companies, I think it was Copiato.ai, that won some funds recently in Mauritius. I think it was about $1 million or so. We have quite a number of innovation hubs that are pushing for this. At the local level, um, you would realize that it's basically mostly NGOs that are springing up and that are pushing for AI and robotics. But apart from the um, the online resources, the innovation hubs that we also have certain expertise. There are people that have really gone deep into AI research and development. If you actually really search, you find some Ghanaians are really making strides in globally, actually, not just locally, that we can actually tap some form of knowledge from. So, and these sources, these resources are actually very available to us. And there's the journey that we are trying to embark on in Africa in AI has so many promises for us or for the future.
Oh wow, thank you so much, Mr. Pius. Mr. Daniel from Haptel, you are more of a technical person. Please, can you tell us how African countries can collaborate with each other and with external partners to enhance their AI capacity and talent pool?
Yeah, so thank you very much, Gloria. I think there is the need right now for a lot of collaboration in the AI ecosystem. This is the time that organizations, institutions, individuals can collaborate together to discuss and talk about AI development. And fortunately, a lot of this is currently ongoing. A lot of organizations, even industry, is partnering with institutions, that the universities and all that, and they are collaborating on AI projects. One of this example is recently we had students from Ghana Communication Technology University over, where we had a discussion around AI ethics at HubDoc. So there is that collaboration going on, and there is the need for more of this kind of collaborations that are going on. And we as Africans also need to participate in the global talk on AI. We need to be actively involved in the AI communities globally. We need to be actively presenting our own projects and our own innovations in that circle as well. This is how we can network and make sure that we are part of, because AI affects everybody. And that means that everybody has to be a part of the discussion when it comes to AI.
Thank you so much, Mr. Daniel. Mr. David Go, are you here with us? This is about AI ethics and governance in Africa. Can you tell us how can African countries ensure that AI is aligned with their values, norms, and human rights?
Thank you very much. Thank you. AI is becoming something that is as important as the start of the fourth industrial revolution. And I am particularly excited that we are having conversations about this. And I also want to again commend IDEC Digital for taking the lead in this conversation. They've been doing this for the past 3 years, and this is really, really good. Last year, in partnership with IDEC Digital, we discussed the importance of AI at our Pan-African conference in Uganda, where we had speakers all over the world, particularly professionals in the IT space and AI experts in Uganda. And we were fortunate to also have the CTO of AIDEC Digital to be one of the speakers and moderators of the session that has to do with AI. And it was clear in the conversation that we need to begin to build our capacity as Africans, get experts across the continent, and also develop policies that will ensure that we have AI usage in an ethical way. The other thing that we also observed, and the other thing that we discussed at that Pan-African level, we also realized that a lot of our citizens across the various African countries still need a lot of awareness and education to demystify this AI as something that is coming from a foreign land, something that is coming to destroy our cultural values, something that is coming to take away jobs, but embrace it as a new revolution that we need to learn, we need to understand, and we need to build our capacity to be ahead of the curve. Today, I'll say we are behind not because of our inability to build capacity, but we also have all this myth and cultural understanding of this. I think this platform is an important platform for us to begin to demystify, begin to educate both those who are in the space and those who are not, and get our professionals to begin to develop homegrown solutions in an ethical way that will help us leapfrog our developmental efforts. Yesterday, I was fortunate to be a special guest at the launch of a new MSc in data science and data analytics by one of our premium universities in Accra, Academic City University College. And these are some of the things that we need to do, because if we develop our own curriculum that looks into the ethical, the cultural, and other data that is required here for our development, and we train our professionals, we give them that tool to be able to go out there and help our governments and private sector to capture data, analyze data, interpret data, and use data for development. You will see that the next decade or two, our development efforts will be significant. So I think it's something that is good and something that we need to do and spread across other African continents. I must say that Ghana is a bit ahead of other countries when it comes to the awareness and development, but we cannot go alone. We also need other African countries to be involved, other African countries to be part of this exciting journey. And the next decade or two, when we sit and we look back, we will be proud of ourselves. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. David. We really appreciate your input. Mr. Hamza, please, are you there with us?
Yes, I'm here.
Right. How can African countries foster a conducive ecosystem for AI innovation and collaboration involving various stakeholders such as governments, academia, industry, civil society, and international organizations?
Okay, thanks very much. AI is
very critical to almost every aspect of our living today. And for countries like Ghana and many in Africa, I think AI can really help us a lot. But if there is no collaboration between various stakeholders in the industry, then the development of AI will stagnate in Ghana and the wider African community. We know for sure that one of the most, as Dr. Gadose mentioned, your model is as good as your data. We don't have enough data in the country. And if we don't have enough data, we cannot develop our own models that fit our African context. And if we have our own models, we're able to develop language models that can probably take care of our local languages. We can develop models that can take care of our own unique weather. We know we've been impacted by climate change most. Africa has been impacted most. So we have a great opportunity to benefit greatly from AI if we have greater collaboration among ourselves. I think that with leading AI labs like the IDEC AI lab, or Capital has just opened an AI lab too, and they are making some forecasting models. There are also AI startups that are there within the country, but many of these institutions may have challenges. Whilst IDEC has the capability to develop a lot of models, collaboration with industry and with government would fast track how this is done. One critical challenge that all of us faces is the compute power. Almost every model we know relies on significant amount of compute power, and we need to have the computational power. If we are to buy our compute power from various cloud services, that will be very expensive for us. But right now, most of us are relying on Google Cloud or Microsoft Azure for that. If government could step in and collaborate with these institutions and make sure that more affordable compute power is made available to various AI institutions within the country. But if we had our own servers or our own computational infrastructure that are put in place to make sure that talents within Ghana and many African countries could benefit from this. I think we don't have that. So perhaps government could step in and maybe make this possible to make sure that collaboration between government, AI labs like IDEC or like Capital, and maybe international companies could work together. I think that is one critical challenge. I do acknowledge that government itself faces a lot of troubles. Aside from compute power, we need the raw energy, electricity. Without that, we cannot power the computational infrastructure we need. So we need that. One thing too is about our language data. In Africa, one huge challenge we face is the huge number of languages we have. Take Nigeria, for example, where they have more than 500 languages. And to better educate our people, we need to have some text-to-speech capabilities or speech-to-text capabilities. Imagine if we had the Google AI, or if we have any of these voice services in our local languages, where someone who couldn't speak English maybe could speak a word to an AI, and the AI will respond to that particular person. Or you speak Ga or Tree to the AI, and it will respond to that. So if government could facilitate the gathering of these data and make it available to AI agencies and multinational organizations to help in developing these models. I also think that government could set up an AI fund. An AI fund could help organizations to tap into this fund and help with the development of AI in the country. And generally, with collaboration with international organizations, government could facilitate and discuss with these organizations, offer them some benefits of maybe collaborating with local organizations to make sure that we here in Ghana could partner with them and develop this in a more holistic manner. So I think government could step in, speak with local organizations and international organizations to make sure that development is faster and much more effective. Thank you.
Wow, that was insightful, Mr. Hamza. Thank you so much for your input. We are taking our next set of questions from the audience. Grace Akambi is saying, I need proper guidance on how AI can be deployed in the teaching of history of education. Dr. Pius, you are into education. Would you like to take that question, please?
Okay. In the teaching of what? The history of what? Education. All right.
History of education, yes.
Okay. Well, that is a bit specific, but I would say that there's I mean, there are general strategies of teaching this, like um, uh, Hamza Mohammed said, if you're educating people and you want to educate them in the local context, you're using or you're adopting AI for in that education, you also want to make sure that the people that you are educating understand what that AI is teaching. If you're adopting AI, it means that you're actually also really collecting that data that is required to train that AI in teaching. You're looking at apart from the language that is being used, you're also looking at the complete data that is available, right? How much have we collected in history digitally, right? We everything now needs to go digital. We are looking at digitalization of the entire country, everything that we have. If you're able to collect that much data, then actually really building any model that will assist in teaching anything, not just history, should become easy for us. All right. And we are looking at apart from building that capacity, we are also looking at computational complexity. I'll go back to that. Now, if you have any conversation with anybody, they will tell you that, okay, we are able to train a minimal amount of data on a particular compute power. If we want to go further, or want to go beyond that, then it means that we'll need a lot of money to do that. All right. So how are we partnering with these companies that offer these services for us to also take advantage of that much compute power? Once we're able to do that, there shouldn't be a problem in teaching any specific subject, right? There's an organization in Ghana NLP, that is actually pushing to build AI models that can communicate in any language or any Ghanaian language. Right? So far, I know that they've advanced in Tree, and they're looking to other languages as well. Once you're able to look at that, then it actually really teaching anything will not be that difficult.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Pius. Great. I hope your question has been answered. The next question is from Frederick. Frederick, your first question has been addressed, so we will pick the second one. How does AI impact employment and the future of work? This comes up a lot, and people are always scared that AI is going to take over their jobs and all that. Please, which of the speakers would like to address this issue, this question for us?
Yeah, I can take that, Gloria. So I think I get this question most often anytime I get into these discussions with the public or whoever I meet. The discussion was like, hey, AI is going to take our job. Is that true? The answer is yes, yes and no. Yes, it will take your job if you refuse to pay heed to the advocacies that we are doing for free. Okay, that's why the need for this advocacy. That's the need for this education, for you to get prepared. If you don't train yourself, if you don't engage yourself in, productive, activities like what we are doing today, you find yourself at the wrong side. All right, people, what at the advent of AI, a lot of people are jumping on it. But ask yourself, so far, what do you know about this whole, singing about AI. Everybody's talking about AI. Ask yourself, what's your level of understanding or adoption so far? If you assess yourself, you will now begin to know whether you will be left behind and everybody living. Now, take for instance, I said it before. I think it was last year. I saw in the news where Manchester University or so is trying to come out with a robot that is more like an instructor who is going to be like a lecturer in the classroom. So you come and you sit in the class, and the lecturer is sitting there in front of you. Is a robot teaching. So you ask yourself, so if we have most of these agents teaching, what will be the job for teachers? Where are we going to leave, the employment of teachers or the instructors or the lecturers off? Now, so these are the discussions we need to be looking at. Now, I think it was this year, beginning of the year or so, I heard Legon has reviewed their law on thesis writing and report writing, and because they thought that ChatGPT, people are producing a lot of their reports from ChatGPT and the rest. I mean, we have numerous agents or platforms that you can even put a topic in there, and a whole thesis is produced. Check Genie, Jenn. I mean, if you look for it, it's an AI platform and is huge for thesis writing. And even you can go ahead and mimic that such a way that, I mean, it won't be detected to know whether it's actually coming from there. Now, but the ethical part of what is involved is basically that we need to be mindful of whether what you're doing is ethically right or morally right. Okay, so if AI should take your job, then it means that you relent on your, capacity to learn and learn the AI tools. Okay, journalists, I'm sorry, I'm not threatening anybody, but if you don't learn, if you're a journalist, you're here and you're not taking heed to AI tools, you'll be out of your job. Okay, lawyers are there. I mean, the last time the conversation about can lawyers be taken off job? Well, some parts can be taken if the job is repetitive. I'm sure you will definitely get it off. So we need to be ready. We need to train ourselves. So that's why IDEC Digital is there to help you in training you and helping you to understand what the AI space is about. This one is competency based, but if you want education, go to Academic City University College or any other universities that are into AI training. So thank you, Laura.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Dr. Paris, your hand is up.
Yeah. If I may add to what Mr. Gbave just said there. Yeah, unfortunately, AI is here to take certain jobs away in future. There are certain jobs that are repetitive in nature. When let's say that there's a security man at a gate, at a post, and that security man all he had to do is to check your ID, recognize your face, and then just open the gate and let you in. Even today, that can be taken away because we have facial recognition systems. We have databases that you can use to check. You can check the person's ID and then just let the person in. That was already possible several years ago. So even in the future, that such a job can easily be taken. But we shouldn't also forget that AI training is also based on human expertise, right? If I am a radiologist, for instance, and I have to do some form of diagnosis, some form of imaging in order to diagnose some form of disease from an image. Well, what is done usually is that you take, in order to check even whether your AI is even correct or your AI's accuracy is actually good enough, what is done is that a comparison is made with what the experts have already done. All right. There are certain jobs that will not be completely taken away without, especially if the human expertise is not included in making sure that that AI gets to that point. I will not say this without forgetting that we are in the era of generative AI, and AI is actually learning and creating data on its own today, and that is actually telling us that even some jobs that require some form of expertise might still be taken away. But then, it doesn't mean that it's only people that are developing AI tools that will have jobs. So the advice would be that you should start learning how to use AI tools as well, because it's not every organization that will require that you know how to develop a program. I mean, let's just take to the usual software programs that we use, right? I have Microsoft Office. Microsoft Office does every word task that I needed to perform. So any large organization would still use Microsoft Office. It will not require that because we have 50 expertise software developers, we should develop our own Word document, right? So there are various industries, of course, that will adopt AI tools, but are we getting ready by actually learning how to use some of these AI tools, so that when the job requirement comes and it says that you should know how to do proper prompt engineering for ChatGPT, for instance, you know that you can do very good prompt engineering for ChatGPT to get some results that the company will require you to get. Right. So, of course, definitely, it's a yes and no situation that we have. But how are we taking advantage of the areas where we are saying, yes, this is like AI is likely to take this job away from me?
Wow, thank you so much, Dr. Paris. Mr. Daniel, your hand is up.
Yeah, I also want to share a little light on that question, because so I think that AI will displace people. Now, AI displacing people means that those people just have to need to find new jobs, right? It doesn't mean they're out of job now, but they can actually find new jobs. And I said at the very beginning that AI is going to AI affect everybody, which means that everybody, no matter what you are doing right now, whatever you are into right now, you can find a way to use AI to augment your process or to add a little value or help you become more productive. And that is what everybody is supposed to be looking into. How we can use AI to help my current process. Because if you can do that, you know how to use AI. I don't think your job is going to be taken away. You will only be getting better at doing your job. So basically, you need to find the AI element in everything you're doing and how you can use AI to augment the process. If you can do that, you won't have any issue with AI taking your job.
Thank you so much, Mr. Daniel. Mr. David Go, your hand is up.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's always something that we struggle with when it comes to embracing anything new. And I am excited that we find ourselves in an era of transformation where we are moving from one way of working, one skill set to a new skill set. So because we were not here 100 years ago, we also did not know that there were other things that people used to do, and today they do not do them because of the change, because of a new way of doing things. So it's just natural for every human being to be apprehensive and feel uncomfortable when the thing that we are used to or the things that we have come to meet, they are being changed to something new. And that has to do with the same thing to do with AI. It's very, these days it's uncommon to find people working for organizations without computer skills. But this was not here, this was not like this 50 years ago, right? The same way I can just foresee what will happen in the next 50 years, where the conversation about having a knowledge and skills in AI will become so basic. It will become so basic that, you know, when you come out from university, it's already expected that you have knowledge in the usage of tools, AI tools, and even some who are developers and experts in AI that come up with solutions. So we need to embrace change, which is very difficult, I understand. But change is the only thing that is constant in life. So we all need to embrace change and then move in the direction of where the world is going. If you refuse to move, you become a dinosaur. You will not be able to fit into the new environment. Today, my organization, we hire people with AI, data science, data analytics skills, and we find it difficult to find people. While there are so many people who are looking for jobs and they cannot get those jobs, and the only mismatch is our, not inability, but we are not willing to embrace the new era. The only way we can move is if people who are on this call today, who think that this is the new direction, I'll start by even checking videos on YouTube and begin to understand what is this whole new era about and where I can fit. What can I do to improve on myself? We will definitely be relevant and we will not feel insecure about job losses. There are some other things that AI cannot do. For example, when it comes to emotional intelligence, AI is a machine. You know, it doesn't understand emotions. When it comes to things like cultural sensitivity, you know, AI doesn't understand cultural sensitivity. You know, there are so many other things that human beings can do that AI cannot do, and people should also explore those things to be experts in them, because AI cannot cover everything. As mentioned by one of the speakers, the things that are repetitive, the things that can be put into some kind of repetitive motion are the things that AI can accomplish. But there are so many other things that we can do. We can be project managers, we can be speakers, we can be so many other things that, you know, AI cannot do. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Gowu. We appreciate your input. Personally, I believe that AI is not here to take our jobs. If we are able to learn and use the AI tools that are available to augment whatever we have to do. Thank you so much, our speakers, for your input. For our next set of questions, we'll be taking them after our presentation from Mr. David Gowu and Victoria Mentz and her teammates from Academic City. They have their AI project that they would like to showcase for us to see how AI is working, how AI is changing lives or can change lives. Now, Victoria, are you there? Hello, Victoria. Can I get a thumbs up?
I am ready, so if you're ready.
Oh, okay.
I think Felix,
okay, then,
Felix Diary, her colleague is here. Felix Diary, I think he's the one doing the presentation.
Oh, okay.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Yeah, good morning. I'm here.
Okay, Felix. Will you be the one presenting?
Please, as for the moment, but then Victoria will join me very soon.
Okay, then let's allow Mr. Go to go ahead with his presentation. Then after him, we can continue it, you guys.
Thank you very much. Please, can you see my screen?
Yes.
All right, thank you very much for this opportunity. The Institute of ICT Professionals Ghana is a partner of AIDEC Digital and other partners that are promoting the safe and ethical use of AI. This organization is a professional body, and we have members across all the domains of ICT in Ghana and abroad. And we focus on a number of things, key being membership, mobilizing members, professional services. We also have an academy, and we are really big on public awareness. And one of the things that we do in public awareness is what we are doing now, which is the webinar. So what defines IIPGH as a professional body, the Institute of ICT Professionals Ghana? Our vision is to become the most reliable partner in ICT development in Ghana. So we are always collaborating, partnering with both private and public sector organizations to promote ICT and to promote professionals in the space, and also to promote development using technology. There are some key things that we do, our key initiatives. We have an early start skills development program. We have professional development program. And we also have industry-led public education, like what we're doing now. And really our core values are in professionalism, innovation, and advocacy, because we believe that advocacy is a key tool to promoting what we believe in. We have a board, and then we also have a management team, a board that is made up of professionals across the various domains. As mentioned earlier on, these professional associations, not only for those who code or those who are system admins, but all those who are enthusiasts and people who believe in the power of technology and want to learn and want to develop their skills in any domain at all. So you see we have professionals across various domains that are, part of our board. Our board chair is Professor Fred Baba-Anorin, the president of Academic City University College, very progressive premium university, and a host of other, professionals in this space. We are a very large management team because it's an association of over 2,500 professionals, and these management team members are volunteers that support our activities and the things we do. And most of them are on this call following this conversation. Right. We have major initiatives. We have major initiatives that we run. One of them being the Tech Job Fair, because jobs are of great importance for everybody. So we have the Tech Job Fair that we organize annually. This is the 2023 edition of the Tech Job Fair. And then we also have, at the Tech Job Fair, we also organize workshops and also panel discussion and others that bring together professionals and businesses. And again, this is aimed at, sharing information and helping people understand technology, particularly AI and others. So we also have key people that come for this event. We also have our Tech Entrepreneurs Forum, which is another annual event where we bring young people who have great ideas, developing solutions, AI solutions, and data analytics solutions. And then we give them a platform so that they can showcase some of these solutions and connect with startups and other businesses. As mentioned earlier on by the executive chairman of IDEC, last year we had the Industry Academia Tech Dialogue. It's also an event that we run every year. We had it at University of Ghana Business School, where we discuss AI and then the role that data analytics and AI will be playing in our lives. We also organize other events. One of them, again, is an event that we call the AIDEC Symposium and Exhibition. We organized this a couple of times with universities. This one was with Whole Technical University, where we bring in people who have technology solutions in agric and also farmers and other stakeholders, so we can see how these technologies can help improve yield production and others. Cybersecurity is something very important, whether it is about AI or agri-tech or any other thing. Cybersecurity is something that is crucial. So we also organize awareness program. We have our quarterly cybersecurity awareness program that we organize every year, where we bring in experts and also companies that's coming to really give our professionals some capacity building in the areas of cybersecurity. We also organize we collaborate with the National Cybersecurity Authority to organize the Cybersecurity Awareness Month, where it's a month-long activity in October, where we support them with awareness program and education in cybersecurity. Then comes what helps people to become technology professionals in the 21st century, which is coding. So we start our coding program with early coding program, starting with young people as young as 6 years up to adults. We are also focusing on girls, people with disabilities, and others. So we have this program we call the coding for girls. So we have Code Like a Girl. Last year we had a program where we trained over 1,000 young girls in coding in partnership with Vodafone, now Telecel, and it was a very, very, very successful program. Then we take our programs also to the remote areas, what we call the coding caravan. We do this annually. This year again, we'll be doing this. We are planning to run a coding caravan from Accra to Paga, where we will make several stopovers and then introduce technology to young people across the continent, across the country, because we believe that these young people need to be introduced to coding. So we're looking for partners that will join us on this coding caravan, a road show from Accra all the way to Paga, cutting across several cities on our way to Paga. We, as part of the coding program as well, we also organize a workshop for teachers, introducing them to technology and helping them to understand this new thing that we are talking about and how they can use the tools available to them to impart knowledge into our young people. Our inclusivity program is also something that we promote a lot. One of them, as I mentioned, is the girls program, and we always observe the International Day of Girls in ICT, because we still have a big gap when it comes to technology. We have a big gap because we have a lot of young people, boys or young men in technology, but their female counterparts are not very enthused about this. So we try to bridge that gap and introduce them very early. So this is also part of the Girls in ICT program that we organize, focusing on girls, introducing them to technology, using our 3D printers, Arduino kits, and others to ensure that these girls are, we call it early starts. They start early with technology, so they don't depart from it. We are big on public awareness. So as I mentioned, one of the awareness programs is a radio talk show. So we organize radio talk show. This one is a weekly talk show with a radio station in Takrady. We also have another radio station in Ho and another one in Accra as well, where we have professionals from the industry that come in as resource person to educate the public on some of the basic things in technology. Again, as part of the broad agenda of letting people know the importance of technology. We have our weekly articles that we publish in the newspaper. So we have a column in the newspaper called ICT Insights with the Institute of ICT Professionals. It comes every Monday in Business and Financial Times. And this column is a column dedicated to promoting technology, and it's our column as an institute. And we have our members who write articles, that's our editorial board reviews, and these articles are published in the newspaper, and of course credit given to the authors of these articles. And it also goes a long way in educating the public, because this is a nationwide newspaper that circulates all the way from Accra to the furthest part of the country. And if you have article, you have knowledge in something that you want to share, as a member, you can always write your articles, and our editorial teams will review, and this will be published. So we publish a lot of things on cybersecurity, on anything to do with technology. We also move our activities to the Pan-African level, as I mentioned earlier on in my introductory speech, that when it comes to the Pan-African level, we actually focus on taking our knowledge capacity building programs to other parts of Africa. Last year we had Uganda, where we met a lot of people. So this is also just to talk about what we have. And this is the contingents from Ghana. And again, we did this in partnership with AIDEC Digital. You can see there, the CTO of AIDEC Digital was part of the delegation that visited Uganda as part for this conference. So again, for people who are students, we have internship opportunities, so you can get in touch with us and you can come into our office for internship. There are some students from some universities there for internship, and then they learn, and then they do presentations and stuff like that. How do you become a member? To become a member of the Institute, the IPD is open to all ICT professionals across all domains and any other professional with interest in ICT, students as well, and companies. So this is the process to become a member of the Institute. You sign up, you submit CV, it is reviewed, you make your payment as your first membership subscription, and then you get a membership ID. Okay, so this is it. If you want to become a member, you can get in touch with us. And then, yeah, you can get in touch with us, or you can go to our website and you can register.
Okay.
Good. Thank you very much for the opportunity to present to you the Institute of ICT Professionals. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Go, thank you so much for your presentation. Our time is up. Victoria and Felix, are you guys ready to give us your presentation within the next 5 minutes?
Please, yes.
Okay, then go ahead. Please, you have 5 minutes.
I want to show them. Good morning, everyone. Please, I hope you can see my screen.
Hi, we can see you. We can see your screen as well.
All right, good. So my name is Victoria Mains, and then I'm here with my team member,
Felix Diary.
So we are here to present an innovative idea of ours to combat poor respiratory health in Africa. So because I only have some few minutes, I'll quickly dive through the presentation. So the title of our idea is AirFit 3D, and our motto is to protect the health of the people through pure air solutions. So our problem statement, according to World Health Organization, 99% of the air that we breathe is unsafe. And this is highly critical because we can all attest to the fact that if you breathe in unsafe air, it could cause detrimental pulmonary diseases, I mean, harmful lung disorders. So across Africa, we realize that millions suffer from respiratory issues due to exposure to dust on our roads, the pure air quality, the harmful fumes from our vehicles. However, the existing solutions that we have around fall short of sustainably addressing these pressing health issues. Therefore, there is a need to come up with an innovative idea like ours to combat this. The existing solutions that we have currently, we have the surgical nose masks, but then we can all attest that wearing the surgical nose mask, kind of enhances rebreathing. So you breathe out carbon dioxide, the possibility that you will breathe in again is very high, because when you breathe out, the carbon dioxide molecules get attached to the other sides of your face mask, so you can easily breathe it in. So when you breathe in the carbon dioxide that you've already exhaled, it could lead to high blood pressure, it could lead to some headaches and even fatigue. So you realize that after wearing your nose mask for a very long time, you feel tired, you feel so heated up because your blood pressure could increase, you can get some migraines and some chest pain as a result of breathing in your exhaled carbon dioxide. So that's our problem. So how are we combating this? First of all, we are building a 3D printed case to enable safe breathing. So the case is 3D printed. First of all, we made it 3D printed because we factored in environmental sustainability. Unlike the regular nose masks, after usage, we usually find them in our seas, the gutters, causing pollution, land degradation, and all of that. But then with ours, because it's 3D printed from a material that's biodegradable, the material is PLA. After use, this innovative product can easily degrade and form part of our soil. So it's also environmentally friendly. The product has some replaceable filters inside that would trap pathogens and dust particles. Also, we have a fashionable design that would fit everyone's nose shape actually. We also have different sizes and different colors to suit one's costume. Aside that, there is a software attached to the product. So the software will basically monitor the levels of carbon monoxide that you have in your environment. It will also give you some pulmonary health tips and alert you if the concentration of carbon dioxide or the concentration of harmful, gases in your environment is beyond the limit or beyond the threshold. So yes, I've already stated this, that it could cause respiratory diseases like COPD, increased susceptibility to infections. It could as well lead to lung damage and other cardiovascular diseases if one breathe in, my laptop is going off, sorry. If one inhales unsafe air. So how practical is our idea? First of all, I've already stated that it is biocompatible, so it's environmentally friendly. It can easily degrade and form part of the soil, unlike the usual nose mask. It also has an effective filtering system which would trap all pathogens and dust particles. It is highly durable, and the fact that we have incorporated a software aspect of it that gives you real-time alert and monitoring of the concentration of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere is also very key. Good. Now, how practical is, I have to play this video. I have to play a video to show how practical idea is. So let me share this tab instead and play the video. Great. So as we can see, this is how our products would be utilized. So we 3D printed all of these here on campus at Academic City, and we tried it on students around. Fortunately for us, we found this worker around who was working on the other side of the building, and we realized that some of the, how do I explain it? The dust from the cement particles of the building were entering his nostrils. So we gave him our product to try it on, and at the end he testified that it actually helped him because he was kind of struggling to breathe, but he couldn't as well stop what he was doing. And he stated that he didn't want to use a nose mask because it feels too uncomfortable on his person. He struggles breathing in the nose mask. So this is the man who tried our product. So that's me right there on the road, signifying that when we have, I mean, in Africa, most of our roads are dusty. We have fumes from our vehicles and all of that. And one concerning aspect is that our passengers, the taxi drivers, the hawkers, those that sell around the roadside suffer a lot from this dust and fumes. And at most times, they don't resort to using the nose mask, the regular nose mask, because of these same reasons. So this innovative idea is here to address this concern.
So to stay within time, and in summary, the whole idea is to ensure we breathe safe and pure air. So basically, the idea is to create an innovative solution, a nose mask in this case, but then it fits exactly to your nose, just the shape of the nose, which is aesthetically pleasing and then also environmentally friendly, in a sense that this can be sterilized, you know. And then also with the incorporated filtering system, we are going to use light HEPA filtering systems. That's high efficiency particulate air filtering systems, which can filter air up to like 99.97% of the particles in the air. So like up to like 0.03 microns of particles. So you can see how efficient this will be. And also with the incorporated AI model, so there are lots of poisonous gases which are deadly. So I feel like we can't really tackle all the poisonous gases with the AI model. So we settled on a particular obnoxious gas, that's carbon monoxide, right? So with the AI model, we have a system that is able to provide real-time data regarding the concentration of the carbon monoxide in a particular setting. For example, if you are going into a room, you'll be given an opportunity to scan after being connected via Bluetooth or Wi-Fi to the AI model, and then you scan the area, and depending on the concentration of the carbon monoxide in the particular location, then you can be given a tip to put it on if it is not safe, and if it is safe, you can be given a tip to allow or ignore. So yes, we have a future potential, and we believe that this is going to be one of the best and innovative solutions to
Respiratory health.
Okay, in summary.
Thank you.
Wow, this is impressive. Yes, FA3D. This is impressive, guys. We love this. Great presentation, great initiative. It's amazing. NS says, this is great. This idea is great, guys. Keep the awesome job going. This is from our audience. So even myself, I'm very, very impressed. I'm sure our speakers too are impressed. But our time is up, and we appreciate all of you for making time to join us today. And once again, my name is Gloria, and this is a maiden edition of AI Africa series. We have a short presentation that will be coming up from Mr. Emmanuel Beve, and he will give us the closing remarks as well. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Gloria. I hope you can see my screen. Can you all see my screen?
Yes.
Yes, I responded for me. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So I want to introduce to you one of the products from IDEC Digital. It's called IDECIA. IDECIA is a school management system. It can, operate your school, or you can operate your school through IDECIA. From admission, you can have your student in there, accountant in there. You can have your teachers in there, administrators, librarian, and parents, all together in one platform. And these are the modules that we have for IDECIA. You have admission, financial, inventory, library, hostel, transportation, payroll, and HR. So you can manage all these through IDECIA. So these are the features that we have. So those are the features that we have: classroom management, inventory, payroll, HR, library, all the things that you can look for in a school management system. And so this is how the interface look like. Basically, you can manage multiple schools. If you have different branches, you can manage all of them through IDECIA. And the price is very, very, very affordable. It's $5.99 for the whole year. So it means that if you're a school, or if you know a school you want to introduce this to, you can talk to us. We'll be able to deploy that school or have that school on our platform. We manage it from our end, so you don't have the cost to worry about processing power, storage, and all that. We are in the cloud, so you are covered. So that's for the whole year. So first term, second term, third term, you pay $5.99 for the lowest, all the way to $11.99. So that's our team, Gloria there. So that's basically our team working on the project. Yes. Basically, so if you want to talk to us, please, those are our addresses. Basically, you can talk to us. Thank you very much. That was a very short one. I would want to thank all of you for coming on board. Those from wherever you find yourself. I've seen people from Nigeria. I've seen people from USA. I've seen people from Canada. I've seen people from India. It was more of a diverse, even though we say it's an African thing, but we've seen people from other continents joining. That was very impressive, and I want to thank our executive chairman, Sir Ambrose Yena, for giving us the opportunity to to bring this to you. Is due to his initiative and his idea and the willingness to make sure that we educate the public and we get this to you. That's where you're having it for free. So we thank him so much. And I want to thank the speakers as well. Dr. Pius Gadjose, Mr. Daniel, Mr. Hamza, Mr. David Govu, and do I miss somebody? Did I miss anybody? Yeah, so thank you so much for coming, Professor Olumide. Even though you've not seen him presenting, but he has been on the call because he's actually catching a flight and he has to, I mean, the internet was very low. He won't be able to get it right. So he's just monitoring what's going on. And so thank you so much for being on the call. We appreciate it so much. We want to thank our partners as well, IIPGH, Academic City University College, 7W Artificial Intelligence Company. Thank you also so much. And I want to thank you so much, the audience, for taking the time to be here, almost getting to 2 hours. We appreciate that. I mean, we've had a lot of questions about whether we are going to get a certificate for this workshop. We saw it, this is the maiden edition, so we've not made provision for certificates for now, but in the subsequent events, we will definitely be giving out e-certificates for those who participate. So anytime you get a notification or alert from us that there will be an AI series, please join it. After joining it, we'll automatically send you those certificates. And our next event is going to take, it's not going to be as big as this. I mean, if I say it's not going to be big as this, means that we'll not be inviting a lot of speakers. We may invite just 2 or 3 or 1 who will be giving us on the spot or practical kind of training or workshop. So we can take, for instance, how you can write thesis using AI tools. So we come in there and learn about that AI tool, basically, and just to help us understand how those tools can be used. So thank you so much. Thank you, Academic City University College, the group that presented. I was there. I was one of the judges in that in the Tech Expo, and I appreciate your ingenuity for that invention. I can just encourage investors, people who have money and they think that this is very innovative and they want to invest in this invention, to just get to Academic City University College and talk to the authorities involved, and you'll be able to get access to them and see how we can develop this so much. There's one thing that I spoke about in there, which I have not seen again in your presentation. I felt that it should be in there, because if you look at the nose marks that we use, it covers our face. So what it means is that when we are entering into where there are cameras to capture our faces, I mean, we cannot see your face. So what it means is that people can put nose marks on as if they are preventing something. Meanwhile, they are going to do something else. So with the smaller part of it, which is just covering the nose, it means that we can see your face, and cameras, CCTV cameras, can identify you and know who you are. That part is also a key areas that I think that it needs to be involved in your invention. Thank you so much for coming. God bless you all.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We have a poll in the chat. Please, we would like to have your impressions about this event. Do you like it? Would you be present at the next edition? We want to see, are you excited about this? Please let us know by voting. Just let us know how you feel about all this. You can follow us on our social media platforms, LinkedIn, Facebook. Also, our website is also available. You can just keep yourself updated. Thank you all for making time to come. Please don't leave yet. We would like to have a headshot. Let's take a picture together. So kindly put on your camera and then I'll be taking a snapshot. Okay, AI, let's all say AI Aias series 2024, and then I'll take a screenshot.
AI Africa
AI
series.
2024.
Africa series 2024. AI Africa series 2024.
Got it. Got it. Thank you all
Yeah.
so much. Thank you for coming. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Thank you, our host, Gloria.
Please remember to give us your impression about this event. We would love to know how you feel about this and if you would like more of this. Thank you. We know we weren't able to address all your questions, but at the next edition, we will make sure we address all the questions. Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.
Photo.
I'm ending the meeting.